All right, loaded topic today. How to succeed in real estate. I've gotten a lot of DMs and a lot of questions and a lot of comments. Adam, I can't do real estate. Real estate is too hard. I can't succeed. You know, there's too many people in my market. And from somebody, I'm a 23-year-old multimillionaire from real estate, as somebody who's cracked the code in real estate. And I'm not just talking about like, oh yeah, I'm a good listing agent. I list a lot of single family homes. If you are a real estate agent and all you do is list single family homes, right? And that's all you've ever done, you're not in real estate. You sell houses, but you're not in real estate. So yes, I'm talking about somebody who has succeeded in real estate. Yes, me. And when people come to me and they say, Adam, I can't succeed in real estate, that is a statement that does not make any sense, right? That's too broad. It's just an incorrect statement. It's too broad of a statement. Did you know that there is 6 industries under the umbrella of the term real estate? Right, as you can see from my little whiteboard behind me. The reason I'm so successful in this industry is because I leave no money on the table. Like I can actually say, hey, I'm in real estate because I dominate the game, right, as a whole. Your favorite real estate guru finds a deal, right? And he has that one-track mindset. And he's like, okay, I have a real estate license. I just found this deal. I'm gonna go list this house at 2.5% and make 15K. When he could have exited that property, right, in that deal a different way and made 100K. Bro, you did not just make 15K, you just lost 75K. And he ignores the opportunity to make that extra money because he doesn't understand real estate, but he understands how to sell houses. I'm sorry, ignores is not the right word. He doesn't know what he doesn't know. And so he doesn't even know that he's ignoring it because it's not even a concept in his mind. That's why you guys are failing real estate, because you're not even in real estate, right? The guy who does all of real estate as a whole, right? I've said real estate, literally drinking game. Take a shot every time I say real estate. Actually, don't do that because I don't drink. I'm a holy man. But anyways, the reason you guys are failing is because the next guy who knows all the exits is going to be able to take a deal that you couldn't do anything with and get creative with it and leave no money on the table. He's going to find a way to make every deal happen. The guy who has more knowledge and more exits in the industry than you is ultimately going to be so much more successful. The most powerful real estate players on this earth, right, are people that can do it all and people that understand it all. And that's what I am. That's why I'm a 23-year-old multimillionaire through real estate, right? I'm not that one-track mindset that your favorite coach does and you just learn 1/8 of the game. We're not about that at all around here. So I'm going to show you and I'm going to teach you in this video, right, exactly how you become a real estate powerhouse and you leave no money on the table and you actually learn the entire business of real estate. Let's say you find a good deal in real estate, right? How many different exits, right? Exits is the word basically when you come across a deal. How do you end the deal is what an exit is, right? How do you get out of the deal? What strategy do you do to make the most money? This is again why people fail real estate, because they don't understand and utilize all the exits. They have a one-track mindset and they leave so much money on the table. That is why you're failing. So let's say we found a real estate deal. What could we do with the deal? Take a look at my little whiteboard here, right? The first thing we could do with the deal is, and these are kind of there's 6 subgenres of real estate, 6 main subgenres. Obviously, they deviate quite a bit, but this is a good start for you guys to just understand. So you find a good deal. What could you do with that deal? If you have a real estate license and you're a realtor or a broker, you could put that deal on the open market and make a commission, right? You could either flip that deal. You could either wholesale that deal, right? I'm going to try to hold my mic here so you guys can see. You can develop that deal. Let's say it's like a piece of land, or maybe it's a beat up house that you want to tear the house down and build something else, right? You could then buy and hold that deal, right? Investor, if you're an investor or you like Section 8 properties, you can then buy it and hold it and you can rent it and get long-term debt on that property, right? Or you can sell or finance that deal, right? If it's a big deal, maybe you want to make payments to the seller, right? And you want the seller to hold the note. So if you're looking at this and you just have a real estate, like you're an agent and you have a real estate license and you're like, oh my God, Adam, I don't even know what any of this means. All I do is that. That's why you're failing in this business, is because the most successful people in real estate, the real estate tanks, do it all and know how to do it all. So what I do for a living is basically find incredible deals, right? Incredible real estate deals. And then I do one of the 6 strategies, right? Maybe I do a little bit of hybrid of both, right? But I take a incredible deal, because not every deal has the same exit. And on some deals, you can make more money doing different exits than others, right? Depending on different factors. So let's say like the seller really wants to sell quick, or, the seller has a lot of time, or the seller has a lot of tenants in the property, or they don't have a lot of tenants in the property, or they want a lot of money and you can't necessarily make that number work in a traditional purchase price. So you sell or finance the portfolio, the seller gives you the price and you give them the terms and you work out really good terms that work for you, right? So my model, how I became a real estate millionaire, I'm living here in Miami, Florida, dream condo, dream apartment. It's kind of gross right now, so just ignore all the stuff I have out. But the reason I was able to build this life, right, is because of the fact that I would find smoking hot real estate deals and then I would say, hey, what exit makes the most sense and I can make the most money in the least amount of time. The fastest way to get exactly where you want in life is find somebody who's literally already exactly doing what you want to accomplish and then pay them for their time to teach you. Because I'm 23 years old, but guess what? For the last 7 years, I've been making a lot of mistakes. And that's why I know so much of what I know. So if you're interested in learning how I find consistently smoking hot deals on a daily basis, right? And how I figure out the best exit strategy, right? To then take the property to make, again, the most money in the least amount of time. I run a real estate mentorship program called Legacy Capital, right? And I work one-on-one with my students in order to find smoking hot deals and what exit do we then take that deal for them to make the most money, right? We build a hybrid model for you. So if you have interest in changing your life through real estate, right? And basically just streamlining your entire process, take what you could do and maybe figure out by yourself in 10 years and do it in 6 months with the help of me. And I basically build your entire business. I build all your systems. We look at exactly what you should be doing every day. We find you consistently hot deals, and you get 24/7 access to me. You get my direct phone number. You can call me anytime, and I literally underwrite deals with you and get your business ripping. So if you've ever in your life had any interest in starting in real estate, this is how you start. Do not go waste your time on a guru who's just going to teach you 1/8 of the real estate business. And then you're, why am I failing? Why am I not succeeding? Don't even waste your time. Learn everything. And then maybe you figure out that you have 3 favorite models that you like to do the most. That's great. But you need to build a constantly evolving business or you're going to be left behind. If you only know 1/8, the guy who knows 8/8 is going to make way more money than you. So again, if you're interested in starting real estate, you have no idea where to start, this is where you start, right? Learn from a 23-year-old multimillionaire. I'm a broker licensed in multiple states. I can check off every box on this list right here, right? I hold a real estate license in multiple states, and this is actually, I even broke this down a little bit further. Are you just a residential single-family agent and all you sell is single families and little capes and little colonials and little condos? Or are you a commercial listing broker? Do you understand the numbers? Do you understand NOI? Do you understand a pro forma, right? Are you somebody who can list a huge multifamily rental property portfolio, right? Or are you just a little residential broker, right? I can check off everything on this list. I have a real estate license in multiple states. I flip properties. I wholesale properties. I'm developing multiple properties as we speak. I own a $30 million cash flowing Section 8 rental property portfolio, and I buy huge portfolios with seller financing and creative financing. So there is nobody better to learn the game of real estate than me. Don't go to any other guru and pay money for them to teach you just one lane. You're going to be leaving so much money on the table. Learn from somebody who's done and mastered them all, and I'll show you, right, how to build a business where you're constantly finding motivated sellers and you're assigning the best exit to those deals. That is how you crush real estate. Legacy Capital is changing lives. DM me the word realty on Instagram if you're ready to get started, and let's run it.